Alright, we're gonna play some. I don't know why that's like that. I'm gonna play some Pantheon. So, when I was messing with the. I was reviewing my videos to want to see how does the lossless scaling app translate to gameplay. And while it seems to translate okay for Assassin's Creed Odyssey to where like everything kind of looks fine, it does not translate for this very well. To me, it looks like it's going a lot faster than this. Now, some of it could be that the videos are being changed. Why is my keyboard messed up? Some of the videos are being changed to do. Are you serious? What the hell? The videos are being downscaled to 60p. So it could be that's what's happening. Because we look at this, I have nothing going on. I don't have reshade. Why is it only at 30? There it goes. Okay, maybe it was loading. Maybe the videos are being downplayed to 60p, so that's kind of doing it. But I notice in general, it's not doing what I'm wanting it to do. I'm not doing reshade, so that's right. The social key is L in this one. Oh, my friends are offline. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna play with this a little bit. Let's do level distance here. Clip distance down a little bit. Shadow distance. Nameplate distance. And we'll do medium and see what it does. Because guy was like, "What do you have that is playing like shit like this?" It's like, oh, that's fair. So this is it with OBS on and it down to medium, which is a pretty respectable frame rate. So let's see, which one of these things is... Oh, thanks, buddy. Which one of these things, let's see, if we turn level of detail distance up, what does that do? Nothing really. Okay. What about nameplate distance? What does that do? Oh, little. Wander around in this area. This area is pretty congested. Yeah, this is without lossless scaling or anything. Still looking for that short rusty spear. I don't really need to kill these guys anymore. Oh, God. Let's see how it plays out. Input latency is still a huge problem in this. Alright, so we're getting a very respectable, like, 80 frames per second. Town is always going to be shit. I am not, I don't really give a shit about that. What the fuck was I doing? Oh, I was trying to trade that. Okay, so it's at night. Let's try clip distance. I really don't give a fuck. Ooh. Oh, look at that. That is a big frame rate drop. Okay, so if we do clip distance just slightly under. Alright, what was the difference here? Now, what do we do clip distance at half? How's that worse? Okay. How's that worse? What the fuck? Well, that makes negative sense. This is really render quality is the big one, huh? Black screen bug fixed. A black screen. I heard there's a patch today. I didn't look at any of that shit. Shadow distance I could not possibly give a shit about. But let's see how bad it is. Ooh, really? This is the big one? Render quality? Well, let's see how it plays out. So my average is 60 isn't bad, 59 isn't terrible. Yeah, I'm not running reshade, not running lossless scaling, not running any of that stuff. I'm just running raw game. With reshade on, reshade is like a good 10 frames per second hit. Largely because I have all the GPU stuff on, so it is leveraging a lot of GPU and CPU, which isn't bad for this setup, but man, render scale medium was really that big of a hit, huh? Just want a rusty spear, god damn it. Rusty spear, or specifically the rusted shortened spear. I was gonna play some Total War with my buddies at some point, but I also got to clean my house. I'm hosting a classic AD&D game tomorrow, and I discovered that my dishwasher is burned out. I don't know if it's the engine or what, but the magic blue smoke flew out of it, and it had a really bad burning smell. And it stopped working. So like, all right, the engine must have seized and died. It is 8 years old, which is still kind of young for something like that. Still. How much money am I at? Oh, that's right, I'm poor. I built a bunch of stuff. I wonder why the trees have blue lines in them. Didn't they have like lighter brown lines in them, kind of like these ones? Yeah, spill right. Or My friends get their rank and flank fix from Warhammer Total War, which is fine. I actually like Warhammer Total War, but I find that the original Romes and the um, and Rome 2 are probably where I get the majority of my fix from. I find them a little bit better. The diplomacy in Warhammer Total War feels a little bit more neutered, but you could do some pretty wild exploit shit with Rome 2. Like if you have satrapies or governorships or any of that shit, you can really lean on them a lot. And it's almost saying you kind of can in Warhammer, but we'll see. I'm only planning on playing this for a little bit. I was mostly trying to see what the deal is with performance. Because I like the reshade, but I need to tweak it some more. Like it looks good, but it is a sizable hit. And I'm not seeing a huge difference between render quality, medium and high, but I bet there is. I wonder if it's a shading thing, or an SSAO thing or something. I wish they were more transparent about what the under the hood things are. This isn't terrible. Although the motion on that rat being jittery. Look at that rat. Look at how he's jerk moving. That's weird. I don't know if I like that. Because I'm getting 49 milliseconds ping and sure. And I'm getting decent frames. The frames thing, the frames counter that I was getting with the frame gen doesn't show up in the videos. It doesn't look like. It counts as like an overlay or something. Blah. My buddy Fortmeyer was on earlier. Now, he says some kind of wild shit in chat because I think he knows that I'm not recording stuff for the YouTube channel. So he'll be like, "Oh yeah, did you hear about this crazy news? Oh, it'll be this extreme or this thing." He'll say some shit. I think just to be edgy or whatever in chat, or edgy in Discord, because he knows I'm recording, and I think he thinks it'd be funny if I edit it out, but I don't really edit any of that shit out. He has some kind of See, look at that. That does not appear smooth. Why does that not appear smooth? Look at the movement on this. What's happening? Is this? I didn't notice this before. Is this a thing? Like, is this after the patch? There's nothing else going on my computer here. Maybe I need to restart it. I'm robbing the newbie zone of shit because I'm trying to get a fucking rusted. Let's see, nobody sent me a tell. Ethereal Chain Hauberk. Oh, that's me. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, look at the jerky motion. What is the deal with that? I should have read the patch notes. Yeah, see, I still don't like that. Look at that. I still don't like that. That's dumb to me. Yeah. I wonder what the deal is. Is it my internet connection? Yeah, see, movement, like if they're just standing still, the standing still animation is fine. It's the movement positioning. That wasn't like that before. Sometimes there's a ghost over here that spawns, and I'm wondering what he'd call calling to me right now. And no, I'm not gonna edit chat. I see what they're talking about in the fucking main chat. This is historical early access stuff. So when people are doing archaeology on this game, video game archaeology, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, there's a ton of people that are kind of homophobic, transphobic, or whatever." This one would be like otherphobic, I guess. I don't know. And I'm not running anti-aliasing or anything. In fact, the only thing I have this on in the NVIDIA settings is like maximum performance. I have negative level of detail bias on. I'm noticing the extreme lack of sharpening though. Man, that's rough. That is one feature out of lossless scaling FSR that is kind of nice, although it wouldn't translate well to everything, is the sharpening. I leave my Facebook tab open. Man, Facebook. Facebook has become this thing. I used to use it to exclusively talk to people I went to college with and to organize events for like tabletop gaming. Um, and like hobby shooting groups and back when we used to do jujitsu rolls and things like that, we used to do Facebook, and boy, has it gone downhill. I ended up getting banned off of Facebook on one of my accounts. They actually let me just create another account because they were like, "We've decided not to resurrect your like." I appealed my ban, and they said, "Yeah, your ban's appealed, but we decided not to return the account to you. Like we're just going to delete it, but you can start a new account," which is kind of rough because I had Facebook stuff, Facebook friendships with my dead grandparents and with my mother's account and all that stuff. Most of my dead family, so it was nice to look at the photos, but they're dead, so I can't approve any new friendships. But I was banned over talking about issues with veteran suicide because a buddy of mine was going through a rough time, and we were talking about shit in chat, and I was encouraging him not to, take the plunge, and he. It was around Christmas of, I want to say it was 2022, when all that happened, and then he ended up taking his own life, which was tragic. But they banned me and him for talking about it because back then, and like from 2018 to about 2022, you could not even mention the word, and you couldn't even mention the word like suicide at all. You would just get banned. You couldn't talk about guns at all, not in the context of suicide, but in the context of like, hey, what's your take on this one? What's your take on this? What's your take on that? You can talk about that. Because back in the day, people haven't been around long enough for the internet. back when Facebook came out in '07, it was the Wild West. Now, there's an argument that extremist groups and other things like that, you do need to kind of correct for some of that, but the other side is like, at what cost? Like, you're just going to ban all speech? Because the biggest way to countering, and I generally believe this, is the biggest way to countering extremist speech and countering these kind of off ideas is more speech. Just tell them, hey, why do you feel this way? This way is dumb. And it works. And it works. I've seen this in real life where you'll get somebody that says stupid crap like, oh, I'm not racist, but I really don't like this group because something I had growing up, or I'm not racist, but, or it's like, well, people should be proud of this, or some other stuff. They'll say shit like that, and you talk to them and you explain to them like, hey, this could be taken a wrong way. Like, I know you don't mean what you think you mean, but there's a reason why these things are the way they are. And you talk to them, explain to them, and you can work on people. You can work on people and get them to change their mind. Now, the trick is, it is a time process, and it is an example process. And it's not something you just hound a guy over, and you're not going to do it solely through text on the internet by shaming and yelling at a person and telling them they suck and all this other stuff. It's not going to work. You're not going to change someone's mind by being antagonistic. You're going to make them dig their heels in functionally. So, it takes time to change people's minds and change their perspectives, let them know that some speech is kind of messed up. Well, it is not kind of, is messed up. But you gotta work on that if you really care about the person. But back in the days, anyway, getting to my point, back in the days, people would talk about anything. You could discuss all these things. It was a freewheeling thing of ideas, and you could really change people's minds or have interesting discussions on issues. Like, I had a friend of mine who really hated the Iraq and Afghanistan war, which is valid. Who doesn't? That shit was a huge mistake. And say what you will about certain other people's presidencies, the Bush administration presidency is like, they've done some. What is the Nightbane Toad con to me? I'm gonna try to fight it. He's probably gonna whoop my ass. Yeah, I lost that thing to fight this Nightbane Tone. I should have minded, then did the Nightbane Tone. The Bush administration presidency was a particularly rough one in hindsight. Not only do we have 2 wars back to back, but it was bad for the economy. We created all this war debt. It wasn't great. However, my buddy, she did not like the Bush administration policies at all. She didn't like Republicans. Okay, understandable. She also was very prejudiced against military members of the military that served in the war. She had this idea that they had a choice in a lot of what they do, and you kind of don't. And she used to be very prejudiced, calling everybody baby killers and that Jesus weeps for their soul, up until she became an atheist. She became an atheist. But having these discussions about who's to blame, she wanted to externalize blame on everybody involved. And there's a lot to blame for, but talking to her got her to soften her opinion that most people were people. I shared my story that when I joined in 2000, mid 2000, well before 9/11, the wars, or anything. And then while I'm in the early part of the first year of my enlistment, almost 2 years in, then the war on terror happens. And it was a big change in the military, and you don't get to pick your fights when you're in the military. You just do things. And I do feel guilty about the Afghanistan war because it was one of those, like, we at the time you had Republicans. Yeah, this is something to think about. The Republicans and Dems agreed on, the last time they seriously agreed on something was the Afghanistan war, because it was straight up like they agreed on it. They both signed that resolution. Everybody was looking for somebody to go after. God, it's weird to think this is almost 25 years ago. They're looking for somebody to go after for 9/11. Everybody's hurting after 9/11. People weren't thinking clearly, and they went after Afghanistan in a really quick time frame too. But the Iraq War, at least where I was at, was treated vastly differently. People did kind of be like, wait, why are we going after these people? Did they have something to do with 9/11? Did they have anything to do with hijacking? Like, the Bush administration really pulled a fast one on people by doing that. And getting that point across and communicating these points, it's a big part in kind of getting people to understand the other side. It's a big part of integrative complexity. The point being is that now you can't have those discussions. You see the polarization of everybody between two sides, and the restrictions on social media and the government, weird government censorship intervention in social media has kind of caused this to happen. Yeah, there was a rise on, oh, they moved the bars. There was a rise of extremist viewpoints and extremist talking points. But the the ability to combat that with reasonable discourse and combat polarization and echo chamber stuff is gone now. You can't do any of that anymore. Everybody's created like pocket echo chambers because they've been kicked off all the regular chambers, all the regular channels. It's it's kind of a fucked thing. I'm not a big fan of censorship for a lot of reasons. You don't want to platform people that are wrong and get ideas to spread. But if you're going to combat them, you need to get the ideas out in the open and really talk about it and be like, okay, why is this like this? Oh my God. No, fuck. This is a newbie area. I shouldn't even fucking be here. I'm still trying to get a rusted shortened spear. Anyway, that's my 2 cents about this. I'm also mad at the soloing. Because if you're a necro or a summoner, those guys are group mobs. You can just face roll them. Whereas if you're anybody else, you can't at all. And it would be if it was like hard, reasonably hard. Like, I've seen guys that are like summoners and necromancer soul and things that are orange and red, with reasonably okay gear. But yeah, also the thing of everybody running around calling everybody Nazis and fascists is real cringe. Is like, does this person, want to create a crazy authoritarian, strictly state rule with an ethnocentric worldview? Then they might be one of those things, maybe, but only really within the context of the 1940s, 1930s. Chances are they're probably an asshole douchebag. Anyway, that's enough soapbox for me. So I am a little off that. Well, I should go into town. Maybe that's what I'll go do. A little off on this performance. That medium is that big of a hit. Oh, that's a forest dweller. You do not want to fuck with that. He's yellow to me now, but I ain't gonna try it. I'm sure somebody's be like, "You need to shut the fuck up, Ryan, and focus on gameplay." You're absolutely right, hypothetical person. You're absolutely right. I'm not a college professor or a philosopher or an existentialist or a theist or a. No, that's not right. A sophist? I'm none of those things that matter in the context of this discussion. Yeah, see that shit? This thing there, how it takes all those clicks, that seems independent of frame rate or anything on. It's like it's not responsive at the client level because this isn't terrible. Yes, keep your dusts, by the way. I remember when I was like, oh, I should sell some of these dusts. Maybe I'll regret it later. Yeah, while I didn't end up regretting it, you want to keep all your dusts. I do think that they should have kept some of the prices at the rate that they were. I think that. Oh my god, I was hoping that they would have fixed this. Why did you not fix this? This should be high price. I'm up. I put in a bug report for all this shit. I wonder if the high scaling is really SSAO or something. Or what's that one called? HBAO? And that's screwing it up, or not screwing it up or something. Because there is definitely a change. I know some of the shading is a lot lighter. The frame rate hit is really big. Wow, is Rain really like a big frame rate? So if I look toward Avelia, frame rate drops by a lot. It's like, oh my god, tank. One gold each. Alright, what quests do I have here? Skinning, better quality, normal quality bear hide. 5 ash logs, in a dream. Rat tail. Oh, rat tails. Need to do that too. I know where the grizzled great paw is at, but he is going to whoop my ass. I know where that's at. Rusted short spear. Oh man. Oh good, I can use my normal weapon. Sweet. This is a pretty good weapon for that. That dude just gave me that thing. It's really I've been using it a while. I also heard there are no planned wipes for this. They said they are reserving the right to do wipes, and people are going to assume that right before full release, they will probably have um, wipes. Which I get it. While I will dislike it, I definitely get it. Like, you know, what do you expect playing this fucking game? It's an early access. If they have wipes, they have wipes. Like if I had to do it again, and well, they don't have infravision though. I was wandering around. Did they get rid of the box yet? No. There's the box. See? Oh god, invisible box. So all the rest of this nameplate distances, other things are up there. Medium, really? Medium is where all the performance at. Yeah, to be fair, this does fucking tank and Courier, Max's Orland. So they didn't include any more recipes yet. Oh, they did. Oh shit, son. Oh, they did. Oh, fuck me. Fuck, I'm like panicking. I don't have enough money yet. Let's see here. Ash and Bronze is still ranked 36. Can you make these with Asherium? How much money do I fucking got? We'll buy that. Oh my god, I gotta go make money. Fuck. Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, fuck me, Tommy. They did add those. Okay. What to do, what to do, what to do. Trying to understand, though. Maybe try making one, see if Asherium even works in these. There we go. Okay, I need burlap cloth. Single tattered pelt. Did I use all my tattered pelts and all my leather? Okay, well, before I start going nuts, why don't I see what does what here? What is that? That's lizard skin. This could be cool. Let's see what this takes, because that's just going to be the basis. I need to go farm up maybe I need to go beat the shit out of those cultists and farm up some more crap. Okay, single chain coat basis needs ash and bronze. Okay, so I do need in cotton cloth panels. Okay, so I do need to be level 12 to actually do that. You can't lower the scaling. Simple coat, yeah, ash and bronze, Asherium. Okay, that actually gives me some time to make some money. I'm trying to think what's the best way to make money. Usually it's fighting humanoids and selling their crap. Get me some recipes. I could sell some of the scuffed leather and some of the other crap, but I'm glad they brought the ash and bronze stuff back into play. That was getting frustrating. So now I need to get cotton. I'm gonna go check my usual spots for cotton. Well, I do have cotton. And there really isn't a point until I make some money. So why don't I go beat the shit out of those Ulthuran assholes? Make a little bit of dough. I should go beat the shit out of those ones that are over by the ogre place, mostly because there's a chance for the cultist master to drop these cool earrings. They're still in the game. I should go see what the patch was. Let's see here. What the fuck? Oh wait, she messaged me. What did she message me for? Okay. Pantheon patch notes. This does not have. They did not put it on there. Okay. I'm not playing on Steam. They not publish these? They did not publish the patch notes. Okay. Well, fuck. Fuck you, Patchmaster Krell. Trapmaster Krell, Patchmaster. Ha. Oh shit, he runs real fast. Get back here. I think he drops the scuffed recipes. I could also beat the shit out of Gadai bandits, but the recruiter occasionally spawns, and he is a little tough for me to finish off. Should also look at doing groups. There just isn't enough playtime. So I feel less guilty about not having read the patch notes because it doesn't look like they published the patch notes, but they clearly added ashen bronze recipes. I'm gonna save my weight for sellables and ore. I'm still gonna need ore. Ashen bronze takes, if it's anything like the previous builds. Is somebody knocking on my door? What the fuck? No. Must be the neighbor's door. I have security cameras all over my place, so I can check a bunch of stuff. And I used to not have them until I had somebody try to break into my house. Then I had problems with some neighbors and their hoodlum kids, and I had a few other things going on. I don't really live in the slums or anything, but it has had some low points. Yeah, to make ashen bronze, you need copper, which comes out of caspilorite deposits. Is this guy chest farming? Alright, yeah, you do it. Go nuts, buddy. Oh, he is doing a bunch of shit, okay. I'm just here for the money. Oh, is that guy packing? I better not be packing a spear. That would be some bullshit. Where? Well, there goes that plan. There's not enough mobs here to really make it worthwhile. Yeah, he's farming it. All right. Let me snag that one, but it looks like he is either chest farming or doing something. All right, I'll go back to bears. Bears and boars for a little bit. Boars should still be giving me okayish XP. It's not gonna be great money, but at least be something, and I'll be getting XP because I can't even harvest any of these or learn any of these recipes. I can't really do anything with these recipes till 30 anyway, unless they change the ramp. Yeah, so it's still 30, so I need two more levels. I'll swing by the bank, drop the ore off, and then go do it. Because last time when I was like, oh yeah, I've got a ton of fucking ore, I should be good. I end up like blowing through all of it from like 3 pieces. Because you smelt it into lumps, and then the lumps combine to do the ashen bronze. If you smelt it into bars, you've gone too far. Because you can't combine the ashen bronze bars with copper bars. As much as I like the stats on this enchanted armor, um, AC is, from what I understand, king in this. Apparently, there was a time there where AC didn't actually really do anything. Some guy did a test a couple builds ago where he said that, and some of the stats aren't really doing anything, but he said the AC specifically didn't really do anything. Um, it he played multiple characters. And he said the only thing that mattered was hit points because the mobs would hit you just as hard and about as often as and damage shields are a big deal. About as often as somebody who had like no AC, which was surprising to me. But I'm pretty sure they fixed that since then. I've been getting harassed to play more Project 1999, which is legitimate. I do need to do that. I haven't jumped on Conquest in a while. I haven't jumped on Mordwin on Project 1999 in a while. I did see in my last video, I saw somebody had used my fucking name for my troll for Project 1999. That Argolka Karanar. And it's not based off of anyway. I made that the fuck up. My source is I made it the fuck up. Oh, it's the notorious Trisha. That was the one from chat that was talking a bunch of shit. That's funny. What are you? You are a... looks like a rusty sword. I also need to get back to doing some Daggerfall, because I was having a lot of fun with that. I think I got distracted by something. Oh my god, people are trying to get fucking own credit up in here. They're trying to call her out for shit. Yep, there it is. Sweet. Yeah, sometimes there's one on the table too. I'm gonna go check a few other areas just for funsies before I head out. Now it's got me thinking I need to check. Um, I need to check some of these other recipe people. What we got for leather working. Merchant satchels 54. Bow grip. You know what? I'm just gonna head over to the bears. I don't have that much time. How's he gonna re-roll? I get re-rolling something out of like Elf Paladin a little bit, even though I like elves. And I played an Elf Paladin on EverQuest way back in the day because your stats are kind of significantly low, but not low enough where I would reroll. Like, it's generally fine. I heard warriors have the same problem they do back in EverQuest, where uh, they have issues with soloing and tanking. And I don't regret my paladin choice. And in a lot of ways, now that I've gotten older, as much as I always want to be that guy who is like, oh yeah, I want to be a raid level warrior in classic EverQuest and really get into it, it is a lot easier to tank and keep threat in a lot of these games with someone who um, has magical threat. Relying entirely on taunt in Project 1999 is real rough. Tanking City of Mist was a big pain because it seemed like they still hit hard enough regardless of AC that because we had a guy who was playing an erudite. What was it, an erudite paladin? It's in one of my videos. We were doing City of Mist, and we had comparable-ish gear. I think he was slightly better geared. Maybe not. I think he's still using Ghoulbane, which isn't terrible for City of Mist, but isn't super great. And he was doing fine. He was keeping threat fine. There were no problems. I barely had to I off tanked a little bit, and it really made it like you don't have a lot of the extra tools in the toolbox to really shine as a warrior. You got like a little bit. You got like clickies and shit you can use, which aren't bad. And I did have a lot of clickies, but it was once again to offset the lack of spell casting. Whereas I felt like I didn't need to be super over geared for shit to really run as a paladin. Now the extra hit points was nice. To an extent, I never did pick up that cobalt breastplate, and I need to bug Fort Myers so we can do some more geodes because I never did get that cobalt breastplate, and the ability to heal through all that extra hit point would be fucking spectacular. But not having it makes it, you just got to sit there forever. 12 damage, one-handed mace. Oh my god. I have no money though. Trying to look behind me. Nope. I was going to get a Wrapped Entropy Serpent Spine to go with my Frostbringer and really flesh some shit out. But my gear is pretty good on that warrior. It's not terrible. And these guys may not remember that Alakazam way back in the day used to be like the sole source for them. Monthly Business, EQ Traders, and a few others were the only ones that really had any data on EverQuest back in the day. And I used to use the Alakazam maps all the time. A buddy of mine, Jacob, he was really big into EQ. He printed out all the maps on Alakazam, put them in a binder, and set them next to him on his desk. So if he didn't go anywhere, he would just you would just reference them all the time back in the day because a lot of people didn't have dual monitors or anything like that. Way back in the 90s, you were lucky to have one because they had the big ass CRTs and took up a lot of desk space, and they were not power efficient. They didn't start coming out with really seriously Energy Star compliant things until what, 2000s. Yeah, friends don't let friends drink an MMO. I used to do that a lot. The worst one was Horizon's Empire of Astaria. That one game that everyone's talking about that you could play a dragon in. Now they're called like it's still going apparently. I was tempted on fucking around with it at some point for funsies, but I've heard it has some of the most disturbing fan art ever, and people are really into it. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, I got drunk and ended up in like I managed to drink myself until I passed out in like some crazy lich zone, and I guess I pushed numlock. Went over there, I managed to not die, and I had to get like rescued out of this like end game area. It was absolutely hilarious. I used to run that shit on a terrible computer too. I think I was playing it and I was running, I think it was like it was a Voodoo 5 or something that was cool but wasn't cool for that. I think I upgraded to a GeForce 4 400 MX, which was not good either, but it was I could at least play different shit. It was way early into my career of computing, and I didn't stay abreast of regular stuff because the Marine Corps was using shit when I first started that was like 5 years behind everybody, 3 to 5 years. And from what I understand, they still are. Oh man, everybody's still doing all the bears. We need to go to AVP. Just want me some reliable XP. Actually, maybe I will go do that. It's economy now. Godai recruiter. Yeah, okay. Last time I tried fighting him, he beat on me pretty good. And these guys are all light blue, I think, now. Now, last time I was in, I think it was AVP, somewhere up here. We were fighting panthers, and panthers were a big pain in the ass. And I'm betting with the way they overhauled the mobs, I'm betting the panthers are like way crazy now. Maybe I can get some ash and some other stuff. Yeah, my XP bar is barely moved at 10. That was supposed to be like a classic MMO game, but I'm a little concerned that it's going to turn people off like a lot moving this slow. Just fine. You know, I say it's this slow, but this is about as fast as you go in ever. I'm also taking it really slow. I'm like fucking around a lot, finishing quests to be like a weirdo completionist. Doing weird shit. Like, I don't know. I'm glad I got a bunch of these. This used to be something I used to do fighting all those thugs and everything because they drop all this shit. Why is Rabbit's Foot worth keeping? That guy looks like he's having a good time. I'm gonna head to this other zone and see what's in it. I've probably been in this newbie zone for too long. This guy's gonna recruit fucking everybody in this fucking zone. Sometimes there's a ration crate over there. Whoever they hire for lawn and garden has got to have like a full-time job. How many fucking archways do you go through on this? I don't remember there being this many archways. There we go. Let's see here. Let's work. What the fuck zone is this? Avenir's Pass, okay. Somebody here, if I remember correctly, is dark here, but not dark in the other zone. Do these have different... Wait a minute, do these have different times? Does each zone have its own time thing? Who the fuck are you? You are some chick. Okay, Black Rose Deserters. I don't even know who the Black Rose is. I don't know any of these things. They used to be big in the previous game. But then they've changed things in the build. Oh, and it wiped all my buffs upon zoning. Yeah, I was hoping they had fixed that by now. Now he calls. The line of Luca. Who the fuck is Luca? She's the last of the line of Luca? Now, if I remember correctly, there used to be a bug where if you got attacked by this fucking guard, he would jump you or something. There was this Roman guard where he would kill everybody. Like, if you just walked by him, you were fine. But he was like misaggroed or something, where if you got jumped by him, you. Man, how do you tell what factions are what? Is there like a factions? How do you do faction? Uh, I don't know EVP that well. He's eager to slay me. Well, go fuck yourself. Dale was giving me a call about getting the place cleaned up for D&D tomorrow. Normally I host at a friend's place, but ooh shit. That's gonna be a nope from me, dog. What is that? God damn it, grass snake. Grass snake still gray. Bulbous dew. Fire beetle charger. Fine, I'll kill a fire build charter, then that's all I need for the quest. Alright, Warden 2 is ready to turn in. Okay. What the fuck is a buried longsword? Son of a bitch. What the fuck is a buried longsword? 4 2.9. It's not a huh. So I don't know AVP well enough to really. I remember there was up here, I think, a bunch. Goddamn fucking flies. Yeah, these motherfucking guys. I need to be careful. Alright, let's go over to here, because fighting these guys in the dark seems like a bad idea. Come here. Come here. Silverwing back aggroed on him. Okay. Wait, this guy's dead. Alright, so it is blue, prepared to attack. I really don't like this clicking thing at night. This is such a dumb mechanic. I do not like it. I don't like this night clicking. This is dumb. Young black bear. Do they do the complete bear hide? I'm gonna find out. That's bear blood. I do need bear blood for a quest. Quality bear hide. Probably a higher level bear. Oh, God damn it. God damn it. Do not like. Dislike. Oh, do not like this mechanic. This is a bad mechanic. Putrid skeleton. Forlorn apparition. This requires a group of adventurers to overcome. I do not like that mechanic. That is a disliked mechanic. I remember doing these with a group in the last playtest. There's like a bunch all up on these hills. I think I can climb up here and get up there, and there's more. That was not the button I hit. Yeah, I think it's either climb. I think there's more over here too. Yeah, there's more over here. Well, he's in trouble. I am, oh. There are a bunch of these that are in a funny spot. I'm kind of wanting to do one at a time, though, and doing these at night is not ideal. Really? Mm. Yeah, this is too dangerous to do at night. It is surprising that each zone seems to have its own time zone. That wasn't a bug. I don't know if that was a bug in the last build. Actually, it might have been. I don't know. Also notice nameplates aren't working right. Nameplate distance is still good. Hmm. Did I actually press a button that turns nameplates off? Input. No? Wait, why am I suffering? Oh, these guys must have some kind of poison I'm not seeing. Oh, look at my debuffs I missed. Oh, I bet it's the stingers, hence why the name is Stinger. I are smart. Large maple tree. Pull these all the way over here. What if they have like a death sting and that's what's going on? We'll find out. Venom, venom, venom. Yep, they have a death sting. Okay, that's good to know. I kind of want to take. I want to see if my buddy Fortmire will do a cleric. I have heard pretty nonstop that cleric gameplay is like the most boring in this entire game. It is absolute classic cleric where you just like sit, med, heal, sit, med, heal. Because there is enough gear to like give you a big enough mana pool to actually do shit. I'm not gonna go get that. I barely see these motherfuckers. Let's see what we got. Another that's a worker. Oh, he healed himself. There's some kind of bear over there. That's a stinger. Lame. Is it on slash loot command? Nope, does not. I'm over to the edge here. Ooh, shit. Man, these guys like half my hit points. If I was a warrior, I'd be hella pissed. Alright, what time are we at now? 5. Okay, so almost a day. Yeah, none of my friends are on. I got no friends. Sad. For them, ha 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 ha. Oop. The fuck? The fuck just happened? Oh. Oh, wait a minute. There's a whole other. What the fuck? It's dark now. Did it just kick me into another area? What the? What the fuck? Okay, getting too close to that area is a problem. What fucking shard? Am I on the same shard? Am I getting jumped off shards? How do you tell? I don't think it would kick me off of a shard. That's fucking weird. Oh, is that named? Shit. Come on, die. Come on, die. I'm busy. Oh, I'm in the wrong way. There you go. Wait a minute. That guy is still around. Shit. Shit. I need to go get him. Come here. Yeah, he's a rare. See, he'll whoop my ass. Remember, he was kind of tough. I'm hoping nothing else spawns around me. Son of a... No. Come here. Damn. He has like a rare drop. I didn't know he spawns over here. I didn't have any buffs on because I got zoned so many times. Woo! Is there like a bridge over here? This bridge does not go to anything. Okay. Alright, I'm going to abuse the stuck command. Call it good for a little bit. So I think that guy drops actually some okay shit if I remember. It was like sturdy weapons or something like that. Yeah, these zones are in different time zones. What? I've killed like so many ghost vipers. There's even another quest where I kill a ghost viper for you. Well, fuck you, I'll go kill a ghost viper right quick. This is pretty common. Damn it, you want more food? You had me kill a ghost viper before. You want another one? Well, let's see if there's another one up here. Oh no, there's a big ass group over here. I'm not gonna fuck with them. I think I have an idea where there's another one. Every now and then you walk by there and there is something going on. There is a chest or something. Yeah, usually they have ghost vipers around somewhere. There's a lot of people on the server. Crafting macros, that would be fun. Sometimes there's one like right up here. Right there. There we go. Come here, motherfucker. Yep, Night Warden Part 3, okay. Yeah, he's got a good point. Torches. Because rabid dust vasps are generally just not worth fighting. Dark Howlers are great to me now, okay. Well, okay, so I at least made a little bit of XP. I should focus on XP so I can scale up to the point where I can make those recipes. And they're not so prohibitively expensive that I won't be making enough money to buy them periodically. I don't even know if they're going to be significantly better than what I assume they are. Alright, time to head back to home and probably call it from here. I got shit I gotta do. I can't spend all day playing video games as much as fun as that would be. Kind of wish they had different interplays amongst the factions. One of the things I really appreciated in EverQuest is when you play the uh, Shadow Knight Human Bertoxilus Guild, you're straight up undermining the authorities of uh, Kinos, and so you're basically like fucking terrorist insurgents. And it was some really amusing role playing. I really enjoyed their quest line because you do like some of the other guilds, except for the ogres, the fucking cracknecks were pretty dark, and some of the trolls were kind of dark. Like the humans of the Retoxilus Guild, the Bloodsabers, were just straight up you were a piece of shit. There was even actually kind of a in the lore later there was a civil war because between in the guild, and this is talked about in EverQuest 2, not necessarily EverQuest 1, uh, where the one half of them wanted to go and overthrow Antonius Bale's reign for whatever reasons they wanted to do it and take over and institute a better, or in their views, a more just regime, whereas the other half just wanted to end all life in Kinos. And so they kind of had this point where they started at the eve of, because they functionally kind of won with the Plague War. And at the eve of their victory, they end up fighting amongst themselves, uh, which is pretty amusing. And if you do the quests, look at that. That is a cool light source. If you do the quests, they're definitely hardcore undermining each other. Like the guy that I'm not going to fight Lilyfoot. Well met, Traveler. The one of the guys straight up has a quest where it's like, oh, you need to harden the heart of the guy. What was that guy's name? Cain Bale. Which now thinking about it, it's like Antonius Bale, Cain Bale. It's a play off of Cain and Abel. They have a thing where he's like in love with this chick and is generally not hardcore evil, and you have to go and kill her and then frame the loyal Kinos guards in order to make it happen. And having this whole thing where you could have two players wandering around, and it's like you don't know what their deal is, and it's like one of them is like Jolt Cola evil and is undermining the very thing that you're doing with the Paladin Guild, is fucking hilarious to me. And I'd hoped that they had something like this going on, and it sounds like. What are you yoing? Don't yo at me, dog. Erudite. Um. Oh my god, climb. There we go. Someone was saying you had to like wiggle a lot on these. Looking to see if this is the one that has the. No, it's the other one that has the chest on it. But I'm hoping that they do have some kind of interplay like that, because that shit was amazing. I really enjoyed that kind of interplay. But it really only existed. They tried to do something like that with the trolls versus the ogres in the Innital Swamp. And they have some quests, because it used to be for a very brief time in the beta for EverQuest that you had like, if you flagged red, you had nearly full loot PvP, and they got rid of that. I think they had written this quest is like Knight to the Greenblood Tunic, and you could for a little bit there because it wasn't no drop. Get it, give it to a ogre, and he could turn it in and still get the quest reward. But you could still get the quest, but now there's like no way to complete it because the tunic went to no drop. Um, But they did have kind of interplay like that a little bit. But the neutral factions, like humans, who else are the other neutrals? Sort of half elves had probably the best weird interplay because you had like the Bale List quest, which really involved a ton of different dudes, and it was the idea that depending on who you gave it to, gave you different things. In Freeport, they had Lucan Delir, who's run the show, voiced in EverQuest 2 by the late and great Sir Christopher Lee. Weird to think he's been dead for like 9 years now. He died in 2016. Might have been 2015. Oh, they did kill the Dweller. But I want whatever he has in his hand. But I want it. But I want whatever's in his hand. But I want it. I want to see how long it. You used to be able to no, it's gone. All right. You used to be able to consider corpses to see how long the decay was, and they had like a 7 to 18-minute decay depending on what it was. And this corpses decay way too quickly, and I get why they do it too because of performance. This has different performance metrics than EverQuest did back in the day. Playing games like this, though, makes me really appreciate the level of detail they put into EverQuest. Like, they really put some fucking time. Come on. They really put some time into their systems. That's what I think gets everybody coming back, is the amount of time they put into their individual game systems. There's like a lot of depth to it. There are some areas they could have worked on, like crafting and other things and quests, but it's just repeatable. I got Rabid Dustbat. Alright, I guess we can go find that, but I'm not going to do it right now. Bro Tato. Don't need that. Alright, you can camp me out at the inn. How did I bank that food? That was dumb. Oh, no food crate for me today. Okay. Oh, that is it for me for today. I'll catch you guys later.